Lyle. Thank God. Ah! Oh, I remember hearing about this.
Yeah. So we've got the current number one.
Ranked
Numero
one uno.
In our Season 3 Invitational, Ben Farabee with 6 points, piloting Burn, the Naya variety.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit different than what Warren is piloting, if you guys are interested in that.
This is usually the list that you're going to see at GPs, opens, things like that.
Sure. Against this scrub of a Magic player, needs no introduction.
Commentator extraordinaire.
We don't want to talk about him anymore.
Content producer.
Yeah, 6 points. Playing what I lovingly like to call the Jeskai Aggro list.
Yeah. We saw it pop up from Jeff Hoogland.
Yep. Back in Milwaukee about 2 or 3 weeks ago now.
Yeah.
It's everything I love in a Magic deck. It's got tempo. It's got some control. It's got the best creature in Magic, which is Mantis Rider. If you don't agree, fight me. Now, I do have something fun I want you to watch throughout this entire match.
All right.
And all I'm going to comment is look at where Ben's deck is.
Right now?
Right now.
Okay.
All right?
It's pretty much underneath of the
See
ends.
where my deck is. See where Ben's deck is.
Yeah.
And we'll play the game. So I'm going to let Ben look.
How are you liking the Geist in your board?
I like the Geist a lot. He did a lot of work for me against Michael. Even though I did lose, I did have a second game. It was really close in the second game, and I ended up winning because of the fact... Oh, I'm sorry, no. I did not win, but I really put up a fight because being able to swing in for 2 hexproof and being able to deal 6 damage total...
It's pretty sweet.
It's pretty sweet.
Well, what about the Young Pyromancers? Have they help you any?
Not really. I need to find something for the Young Pyromancers, which we'll talk about a little bit more later. I gotta look at some different lists, but I'm going to 6.
Going to 6. You can go Thing in the Ice.
I think Thing in the Ice is a little slow.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna keep 6. Scry 1.
Alright.
I don't remember anything. I remember how these games end. I don't remember about anything in the middle. So, but that's going on top.
So you are on the draw. You have a serum, so like you can be set up nicely.
Yeah. Ben's gonna go to 19. And Ben's very quick to change his life total. And to change your life total.
Yes.
So just keep that in mind.
You can just sit against Ben.
Yeah,
and do all the
honestly,
work.
that's all it is.
Like I've got my pad. I'll write down stuff. You can take care of all the other stuff. But I do have to mention that Ben's Mountains are sweet. I need to pick up some of those myself.
Lava Spike, me.
Bam, spiked you.
17, let's draw. Play that new blue-red fast land. Here's the Serum Visions.
I forgot the name of it.
Spire Bluff Canal.
Bam. Nailed it. Looks like you might need another land.
I do need another land.
So what were the 2 cards? Is that another Serum up top?
There is 1 Serum. At this point, I'm just trying to get a creature out. That's really what this deck is trying to do, is be the aggressor.
Yeah.
And it's tough against Burn to be the aggressor.
We saw last week Ben played Lyle on camera and won, and Lyle was playing your deck.
Yep.
So, Ben is not new to this matchup. He knows, like, alright, your creatures are what matter. As long as I can deal damage to you, and then when I need to switch gears and just shoot off a couple of your creatures, I should be fine.
Yep. Yep. And I mean, the thing is you can still go pound for pound with the Burn deck with this aggro list. And, oh yeah, Eidolon. Looks like I got 2 Lightning Helixes in here.
Hate that card. Alright, there's that Serum you kept up. And you're sitting here saying, Okay, how much damage am I going to take to find a creature and another land? Ooh.
So going to 15 off a Hollow Fountain. But I'm going to go to 18. I'm sorry. 16 off that Idolin trigger.
So 16 all.
Keeping things... Because that's the other thing about this deck, is it runs a lot of removal. In the form of lightning bolts, lightning helixes. So even the burn player has to worry about what I'm bringing to the table in terms of removal.
Yeah. Been very quick with his plays, too, you notice.
He's very comfortable with this burn
like
deck.
you can tell he has been playing it for a while, knows the lines of play that he needs to be making.
Mm-hmm.
Serum coming down. Ah, creature.
And I have to apologize now, guys. I feel like I'm slow play McGee compared to Ben.
Well, but like this also shows that like he's had this deck for a very long time, and he had just played these matchups, so he understands what he needs to be doing.
Right.
Where
I got him once.
Oh,
I got him
this
once.
is week number 2 of you playing this deck, right?
Right.
So.
And it made some. I'm considering this first week because of the lands.
True.
You know.
Because week number 1 we had basically the fetches and the shocks, wrong lands for the setup. Because you really need the fast lands to help keep you alive and just get going.
You see, I was like, all right, I'm going. I'm gonna get him. And he's gonna Searing Blaze with the landfall trigger to get rid of my Swift Spear.
All.
So here's
Goblin Guide.
Here's a Goblin Guide. And he
So
says,
5.
here's 5 damage. Trigger. Hey,
Freebie.
that's a Hollow Fountain.
With Tarkas. So, no, deal 3,
Yeah, so
4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. Well.
Even though Ben plays fast, I like to resolve everything as it comes out.
Yeah, that's smart.
Just to make sure everything looks good on camera.
So.
Yeah, this is
Hollowed Fountain here doesn't save you. You need another red source.
I do. I was hurting for a red mana of any kind.
Because if you had a second red source, you could say Swift Spear and have Helix. So you like if he plays any burn spell,
yeah,
you respond. Helix's Nakata block the guide and stay alive.
Yeah, and you can see here, I'm like, man, I don't want to go to 1.
Now you could still pass over. Hope he doesn't draw a burn spell or guide, and just Helix's Nakata. Maybe stay alive a little bit longer, I guess. Well, no, you'd still if he has 2 guides, you're okay, and if he has a burn spell and a guide, you should be okay. But if he draws a Tarkus Command or Skullcrack or something, you're dead.
Yeah.
So.
Ben's like, yeah, dude, you're dead. Can you hurry up?
Not necessarily dead, though.
But I play it out. I go to 1.
Oh, you also have the Vapor Snag.
Yeah.
So Vapor Snag and Helix actually does not... So you're not dead. Only thing that can kill you here is a Boros Charm. Yeah, I think you're fine. Bass. Oh, you're doing the snap? Oh, Helixing now. Okay.
Yeah, Helix and Nakata. Go to 4.
hope he doesn't have a Boros turn.
Right.
Combat, trigger.
Vapor Snag. That guy.
Did you get your trigger? Did you miss your trigger? I don't think he announced it either.
Yeah, it looks like we missed it.
That could be a game warning.
Where's Rubs?
No, it's, but it would be, like, you guys watching at home do need to realize, like, if you miss that trigger, it can be a game warning.
Bingo! I think it's an illegal play.
Oh!
Bingo. You're welcome, guys.
Bingo! What does he got in hand here?
We know he has a guy.
Alright. And next turn you have a Snapcaster. So you could Snapcaster Vapor Snag again. Oh, Heartcast Rift Pulse.
Yeah.
That's you.
Go to 1.
Okay, still have Snapcaster. If you draw another red source here, you can Snapcaster Helix. Oh, Stormchaser Mage isn't bad. But you can't attack, though. So... Not having a red source is difficult. I think...
So I play my favorite rider that
brings him down to 9.
rides mantises.
I hope he doesn't get a burn spell.
Yep. Draws a land. Passes back.
Yeah, I mean, you just need a red source, and you're still in it.
Well, hey, look, it's another Snapcaster Mage. Stormchaser. You see, Ben being patient, at this point, I'm just trying to win.
Yeah.
So here's 4 more damage.
Brings him down to 5. Yeah,
and
okay.
Look at that. Able to draw a lightning bolt.
I'm wondering who your next red source was. I mean, like, that was not a too bad of you being hurting for lands there. But like at that point, Ben's realizing, hey, you don't have another Helix, or you would have kept your mana up.
Right.
So I'm set up pretty nicely. I just need to draw a spell, and that, like you were saying, he's just kind of being patient as you're chipping away because he knows that you can't use the stuff that would kill him here, like the mutagenics and the Gitaxian probes and stuff like that. So let's take a look at our sideboards here.
Sure.
Why don't you read yours off?
Okay. I've got 1 Vendilion Click, 2 Path to Exile, the best card in Magic, 1 Engineered Explosives, 1 Deflecting Palm, 1 Wear and Tear, 2 Negate, 1 Dispel, 1 Geist of St. Traft, 3 Young Pyromancer, and 2 of my own little tech, Mark of Asylum.
What does that do?
Mark of Asylum is an enchantment that says all non-combat damage on my creatures don't work.
Oh.
I think I said that right. Yeah. So prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to creatures you control. So basically, it protects my creatures from your burn spells.
Oh. So like his Searing Blazes now do not work.
Correct.
Mm.
So just
I like that.
if I remember correctly, I do bring in, because finally I'm like, yes, I'm playing burn. I want to try this out.
Yeah.
So I do bring in the Mark of Asylums, and I think I also bring in the counter magic. Negate, the Dispel.
What about the Geist here?
I do not bring in the Geist. I think the Geist, I could be wrong, but I think the Geist is too slow.
Okay.
At 3 mana, I want to be able to cast a Mantis Rider instead of a Geist, because he's only a 2/2, and on turn 3, I could already be in the lower teens.
Yeah.
In damage, so it's just a little bit slower in this matchup, I think.
That makes sense.
And the Mantis Rider has Vigilance, haste, flying, and Vigilance,
So you
that's why if you guys saw the first game, I opt to cast a Mantis Rider instead, because I know, hey, you have a guide.
So now you can't swing through my guy.
You can't swing through my guy.
Mm-hmm.
unless you also sacrifice a burn bell. So
smart. Alright, so over on Ben's side, 2 Path to Exile, 3 Destructive Revelry, 2 Declaration Stone. Oh, that's fun. 2 Deflecting Palms, 2 Skullcrack, 2 Ensnaring Bridge, 2 Sudden Shocks. So I really like the 2 Deflecting Palm and the 2 Skullcracks here. Because you can pump your guys up.
And that's essentially what this Jeskai Aggro list does. Is just kind of all in on your prowess creatures, whether you're, casting a bunch of cantrips to boost a bunch of creatures, but that is the thing that gets around your Blessed Alliances, which I do need to get, or it gets around your Deflecting Palm, is because at that point you have to choose.
Yeah.
And if you have 2 or 3 creatures that have prowess, you're pumping everyone up, not just one.
Right. And then, of course, the Skullcracks there, 3 damage, target, or players can't gain life this turn. So, like, with your helixes that help keep you alive, no longer help keep you alive.
Correct.
Other than that, I don't really see just Declaration Stone mattering here. Sudden Shock, your guys mainly have 3 toughness. That's not going to matter too much. Path, maybe. Could be a potential to bring in as well.
Path is very decent here.
But again, you also have to decide, since he's bringing in Deflecting Palms and bringing in the Skullcracks, does he need the Path? Because he's got like the bolts and the Steering Blazes and stuff like that. So
I don't think so. The thing about this aggro list is the creatures, Monastery Swiftspear is a 1/2, Storm Chaser Mage is a 1/3. So pretty much all of Ben's spells can get rid.
Yeah, should be able to kill off your creatures.
Unless I can stick that Mark of Asylum.
Cool. So you guys are shuffling up here, getting ready for game number 2, the decider. Who's going to be moving on to 9 points. And again, that 9 points is kind of that magic number we've talked about.
Yeah.
About you go 3 and 2 over the 10-week period, you're guaranteed 90 points. And that's pretty much locking yourself in for like that 2nd, 3rd place spot, usually. And we do cut to top 8 going into the Invitational, so.
Just enough.
Just so y'all know how this is working out.
Now Ben realizes what I've been doing this entire time. Moving.
Move.
This is the safe space. This is the combat zone.
That doesn't surprise me. It's like, hey, look, you have this black border here. Why don't you put your deck right there?
Right.
It cracks me up. The coddle in hand.
Oh, it looks like I do bring in pads.
Guides.
In retrospect, you're always smarter when you're watching yourself play.
Hindsight's 20/20.
Yeah.
Ben's got a pretty decent creature-based hand.
Fire Bluff Canal. Here's a Monastery Swiftspear.
Oh, you got 2 red sources. That's a keeper.
I think you just have to keep it after that first game. I also have Twisted Image, which is my favorite interaction with this deck. Being able to Twisted Image a Monastery Swiftspear or a Storm Chaser Mage.
Ugh.
Make it a 2/1, make it a 3/1. A 4/2.
Yeah.
Or a 3/2.
Snippity snap. Snipmaster Mage. $19 to $18 now. And it's going to be this kind of back and forth style from these players here.
Here's another Swiftspear. Here is another Fire Bluff. Twisted Image. One of these guys.
Triggers. Draw a card.
Looks like I draw another Twisted.
Combat. Dealing 5.
5 damage.
Dropping Ben to 14 life now. But with 2 mana, that means one of his Searing Blazes could start going online if he has it. And goes to 12. It's like he's on fast forward.
Yeah, he's... Ben feels very, like I said before, just feels very comfortable with this deck. Landfall triggered a Searing Blaze.
Dropping you to 15. And then you will take 2 more. Ooh, a Mutenic on top, though. And a Twisted, so you can do some serious damage off that.
Another fun interaction that I found is the Snapcaster with your Gataxian paid spells. So being able to not only boost a little bit more prowess, you do hurt yourself more in the process, but if you're at that point where you're just like, how can I sneak in these last couple bits of damage?
This is how.
This is how you can do it. You can Snapcaster Mage, target target your mutagenic growth, for example, and then that's +4/+4 on a creature, 2 prowess triggers. So Twisted Image, trigger prowess, there's that mark. But at this point, I'm just trying to race Ben.
Right. You don't need the mark here. I think you can get by with your mutagenic as well.
Attack first.
Combat.
So here's 3 damage. Pay 2
6
life.
damage. You'll go to 11.
And I'm terrible at math, so...
4, 5, 6. Should be 6 coming across. So, 2 triggers. Puts him at 4 toughness. Switch the toughness, and then mutagenic gives it +2 more. So it should be 6. I believe.
I think it ends up being 6.
Bam. I can count to 10, guys.
Looks like he draws an Ensnaring Bridge? No, it goes out, didn't he?
No, that looks like an ensnaring bridge.
Oh yeah, no. That is an Ensnaring Bridge. Wow, that's
So that's one of the things you brought in for the sideboard.
that's a pretty rude card.
But you can always declare your attacks and then get all your prowess triggers and be fine.
Sure.
He's got to be careful too, like swinging in. If he doesn't have other creatures to start throwing down, he could just die. And he's down to 6, so like 2 bolts or a lightning helix and a bolt could kill him.
I'll go to 10.
Going to 10.
Give me some of that juicy white mana.
Basic planes? Or are you feeling the need to get some more?
The interesting thing about the deck is you really don't need a lot of blue because you don't have a lot of blue intensive spells.
Right.
So I think Sacred Foundry here is fine. The biggest color is red.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like a Wear and Tear is the draw.
Okay.
I'm not quite... Oh! I remember why I brought in the Wear and Tear. Eidolon.
Ah, smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know how much Ben loves the Eidolon.
He does.
And
they work out really well against your deck.
Yes. So I brought in the Wear and Tear for the Eidolon. And it looks like the Ensnaring Bridge would have just been a bonus.
Yeah, true. That is true.
Alright, so you have that path as an option, but he's left all his mana up. So it's like in a danger spot too. Trigger, would you like a land?
Which, in hindsight, looked like Ben was a little bit hurting on mana.
Mm-hmm.
So pathing here may not have been the best bet.
Yeah, I guess you could have... Because he didn't have a green source. He doesn't have a Tarkus command here. So you could have played your Mark of the Asylum, get the Prowess trigger, and swing in instead of pathing.
So here's Forest Charm.
Putting you at 6 now. He will be at 4.
Yeah.
And now that's the double lightning bolt stage.
He's got another Boros in hand, it looks like. Lava Spike me.
Puts you to 3. Boros Charm. Yep. That was a tough one at the end there. But it's like you got him down to 4 again. Very, very low life. Very close match. But like, it is a race. And with you shocking yourself and fetching and stuff like that, you can go down pretty easily to lower life. So.
Yep. It's a tough match.
It is.
It's a very tough match. It's very back and forth. It truly, watching it now, it didn't seem like I was taking a lot of time, but it felt like when I was sitting there, I was like, man, Brett, you just need to hurry up and play something. What are you gonna do? You just need to play a game.
You just need to do it.
Yeah, just play the game, dude. So that's gonna take that 1-2-0, giving him 9 points.
Helping him out because, again, he is only 1 point ahead of Lyle.
Only 1 point, so he's going to need all the points he can get to keep his lead against Lyle, our Season 2 champion. And Ben, always second place.
Mr. Second Place.
Mr. Second Place.
The King of Kong. Second place man here. So let's take a look at our points. See where we're standing.
Let's do it.
For our 5th and final round of the night.
Wow, Lyle with 12 points.
He crushed my hopes and dreams. He's on a different deck tonight. I believe
So
we'll be
he
seeing
brought...
it on camera in the final round.
What did he bring?
Well, I think we're seeing him on camera.
So you're not going to tell me?
You'll see.
Okay.
It's not your deck. I can tell you that much.
It's not the one that I brought?
It is not the one that you brought.
Hey, alright, well...
We've got a couple 9-pointers, though. Josh, TJ, Ben, and Max. Then we've got our 6-pointers there. Other Ben, not Ben Farabee, the Ben...
Oh, Ben Newton.
Newton,
Yep.
yeah. Tim, Layton, and Chris. And we've got our 3-pointers. Ryan. Alicia got her first win. Julia and Warren.
Nice.
So getting on the board, everybody that's still sticking it out, playing the final round. And let's see, I believe it's the decider who's going to take it all, who's going to go for the gold.
Oh,